Today we are at the Harry Potter Warner Brothers London studio tour just outside of London. Guys, I have been waiting for years to be able to do this, and of course I'm going to bring you guys along for the entire day. So join me as we explore the magical world of Harry Potter today. We have just walked in, and as soon as you come in you're already greeted by this massive dragon, so it's quite an entrance. The mood is set immediately and you can hear the magical music in the background. So I'm so excited to see what else we are going to come across today. We have just come through the hallway or the entrance and it was already just mind-blowing, and now we are entering the studio tour, but you can just see there's been so much effort put into this.
Welcome to Hogwarts, or more specifically, the Great Hall. And yes, this is actually the real set that was used to film the Great Hall scenes in the movies. There are a lot of different sets from Hogwarts on display, including Dumbledore's office and his collection of magical objects, the potions classroom, and while you're on the dungeons, you can check out the Slytherin common room. Or if you are Gryffindor, head back upstairs. Hagrid's entire hut is also on display. You can also see some of the locations that aren't at Hogwarts, like the Weasley's house and the incredible Gringotts Bank. This was such an impressive and grand set, and when you get to the end of it, you see the scene from Deathly Hallows Part 2, where the dragon escapes from the bank's vaults. But luckily, you can get away and you find yourself in Diagon Alley, where you of course need to stop by Ollivander's and also Weasley's Wizard Wheezers. It's also not just the Wizarding World locations. You can go back to where it all started, number 4 Privet Drive. And probably one of the most nostalgic sets that you can see in the tour is Harry's cupboard room. And what better way to travel to all these magical locations than with the Hogwarts Express. You can also go into the carriage section and see how some of the compartments were set up for different movies. For The Prisoner of Azkaban, you can see Professor Lupin's chocolate bar after the Dementor attack and Ron's hand on the frosted window. The attention to detail on all the different costumes is incredible. They have different characters on display with the full costume and some props from the specific outfit seen. You also get to see some other parts of the transformation, like the wigs, the masks, the prosthetics and the makeup. I mentioned props earlier, and there are so many really iconic ones in the tour. There are so many to see, so these are just some of my favorites, the ones that caught my eye, especially the Yule Ball glass table, which honestly is even more pretty in real life.
We've just covered a big section of the sets, the costumes, the props, and now we are going to head through to the dark forest that you can see behind me, those creepy gates over there.
The dark forest certainly has an eerie vibe, and you don't know what creature you will see around each corner. Luckily, Buckbeak was close by for some protection. Even up close, it felt like a real hippogriff was standing in front of me, which just again highlights the attention to detail.
We have finished the first half of the tour and we were in there for at least 3.5 hours, I want to say. There is really so much to see. We also went through the dark forest and then we saw the Hogwarts Express, and now we just stopped and had a bit of lunch to get our energy up again. So I had a delicious hot dog, which was really good, and then the best part of the lunch was definitely the butterbeer, which really tasted like I would imagine butterbeer to taste, so I would definitely recommend that. And we got these cute souvenir cups so we can take that home with us. And now we are moving on to the second half of the tour. I honestly can't believe there's a whole second half because we've already seen so much.
In the tour, there are also some robotics on display, and they put some really innovative machines together. like the Gringotts Vault car, and how can you forget Hagrid's motorcycle. The tour really highlights all the different departments of creating a movie franchise like this. There are also a few interactive activities and photo opportunities. We even learned how to fold the infamous howler. As someone who has been a Harry Potter fan since a very young age, this was really a bucket list day for me, and I was blown away by how much they have on display. It truly was a magical tour. After the tour, you exit through the gift shop, and you know I was ready to spend some money. There is everything from wands to robes, posters, prop replicas, but my favorite was the Honeydukes section where you can find all the treats and butterbeer to take home. We are back from the Harry Potter studio tour, and honestly, I am ready to already go back there. It was such an amazing experience, and as you saw, there was so much to see. The collection they have is incredible, and definitely if you are a Harry Potter fan and you have the opportunity to go, I would definitely recommend it. And one of the cool things is that it seems like they keep adding new stuff. I know they are just opening the herbology section now, so you can go see the mandrakes. And I really like that they add new things to the exhibit and change it up, because that means there's always a reason to go back. As you guys saw at the end of it all, we went through the shop section and there was so many cool things in there, and I did splurge a bit and got a few items from the shop, so I wanted to check in now and show you guys everything that I got. First up, I did buy a chocolate frog. Unfortunately, the chocolate frog is no longer in here because that has been demolished, because the chocolate was so good, but you get a massive chocolate frog inside. Of course, inside you also get the collectible card of a witch or wizard. And because the box is so cool, I am keeping it as just like a little decoration. Some other candy that we got was the exploding bonbons, which was like white chocolate with popping candy inside, but that's also been finished a long time ago, but it was also super delicious. One of the most exciting purchases I made was a new wand. I decided to go for Queenie's wand, which is of course from the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and I just really liked the shell detail at the end, and I thought the rest of the wand looked really sleek. And of course this is something that I want to put out on display, so this was just the one that I thought looked the coolest and that I was the most drawn to. And as they say, the wand always picks the wizard or witch, so this just felt like it was meant to be. We also decided to pick up our house cups, so I have Hufflepuff here and Ravenclaw. And these mugs are such a nice size. As you can see, they are huge. So if you like having a big cup of hot chocolate, even a nice cappuccino, these are perfect. So in the front they have the house mascot and the name, and then like a few icons that represent the house. And at the back you have the house name again, and also some of the qualities that are associated with everyone in that house. Also picked up some more kitchen stuff, and I like it when they can incorporate Hogwarts and Harry Potter in a way that's not like too in your face. You know, it doesn't just look like a movie prop, it is actually something nice that you want to put out in your house. So I picked up these salt and pepper shakers with the gold logo and accents, and I just thought these were so cute. So they basically just like display salt and pepper shakers. And then to match that, we have this plate that also has the gold detailing, and again this is just a plate for display. It's definitely not something that we are going to be eating on. That's everything that I picked up from the store, but honestly there was so much more that I wanted to get. But we had a full week in London. If you haven't seen that, there's a full vlog of our whole holiday in London. So I didn't want to spend all my money at the Harry Potter tour, even though I probably could have. It was definitely an experience that I will never forget. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on the tour as well with me. Let me know down in the comments which section was the most interesting to you and which section you would like to see. Thanks so much for watching this video today. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like down below to help support my channel, and then I will hopefully see you in a new video next week.